We're about to try to do whatever we can cover of the Kavanos Ellul. Okay, so the first thing, that was a great question you asked. In breast of Karim Mechabin. So the answer is, depending on how you look at it, either yes and no, or no and yes. So some people say, no problem, you can. Rabbi Nachman's always afraid that you're going to use the kavanah to disconnect, like from davening. You're not connecting to Hashem through the davening, because you're being mechaber. So if you're learning enough the inyanim and it connects you to Hashem, especially it connects you to pshat of the milim, what it means, so then there's no problem whatsoever. Chas v'shalom. Now, there are places in the Likutei Halachos, many, like dozens, maybe hundreds, but dozens for sure, places in the Likutei Halachos where he says, his whole mahalach is based basically on giving over how to understand the kavanas in avoda. Right? So, I can't imagine anybody saying you can't be mechavan like that. Because Rav Nosson said, my main point is not these big drusha, but to have in mind what I have to say, like the bottom line of what to enhance your mitzvah. So when Rav Nosson says the kavanas are X and Y and Z, something called dumita, something called we have the spiritual slumber of Rosh Hashanah in terms of generating the schus for the next year, and the shofar wakes us up.
It's not just a drush.
It's not a drush. That's your kavanah when you're blowing shofar. So what seems to be the trouble? So no, it's kavanah. That no. Chassidus, yes. Stuff that Rabbi Nachman Rav Nosson says that are very, very tremendously sublime. We can't understand them at all. They're based on the Ari. That you can have, but not the Ari himself. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. It's clear that the drash, Rav Nosson Tzvi Koenig wrote a whole siddur, beautiful siddur called Shai Ratzah, which I really love, where he brings all of Nosson on the tefillah so that you can have in mind, and it's very often up here the kavanas. I'm like, yeah, you have the kavanas, and that's the chassidus of it, and it connects you to Hashem. Beautiful. If it disconnects you, then you have problems. With this sort of thing, I want to hear from a breast of an old school breast of it, it's even easier. You're not in the tefillah because it can confuse you, but if it connects you, if it helps you enhance your avoda, that's a general rule. If it enhances your avoda, do it.
He also never said it in Nasiyas HaMitzvahs. He only said it in regards
That's what
to
they
tefillah,
bring.
right?
I mean, listen, the Maggid says, this is
if it exists, it's a tefillah.
The Maggid brings to the Chesed Avram. He said, Kavanah means a person who's used to, is pashta, gashmi, is a person who's on a very high level, not the usual. It doesn't mean you're having your Danish. That's not the guy who's supposed to be on the level to be mechaber. Having his Danish, this is
a lot of Hasidic farms, they don't be mechaber.
They bring out that. Now the truth is that Chesed Avram. Now the truth is that again, if you're doing it to enhance your avoda, what could be the problem? Doing it to enhance my avoda, it helps my avoda. Yes, then great. Then great.
Then it's pshat. Then
exactly.
It's
because otherwise that's the purpose. Because you're getting to the purpose. But if it doesn't, so there's a problem. If it gives you gaiva, certainly not, because you're not bichlal on the level. Totally not. I mean, by you, but like most people, normal people, a person who's going to have any sign with, like pick a card. Taiva. Let's go through it. Kina, Kavod, Taiva, Kaz. What else? Whatever card you have, Bris. All these things. It means you are not there, my friend. No shaykhs. And okay, so I know I have no shaykhs. No problem. I'm doing it because I want to connect to Hashem. I can. If you want to have a bracha, I don't see how could it possibly a person who flies to a bracha? And you open the kavanas, and it makes you say the Baruch Atah Hashem, it's the bracha slowly, and try not to remember Hashem, connect to Hashem. What could be wrong with that? You have to remember what the milah means, you have to remember that you're talking to Hashem. But you're a Hebrew speaker, you know what the word means. You look, wow, holy shame, you take all these high places, you took this and now that. Wow, unbelievable. You don't understand it, but at least you're not flying the bracha. It doesn't become you're not swallowing the bracha. Okay, so now we're going to start learning a little bit about Ellul till it comes back to make his boss as Hashem. Tzadik. Baruch Hashem. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with Beis in Maseches Ellul. Kavanas haklalis shel chodesh. That you don't have two? I had another one.
You want to look in?
No. Do you want to take that one over there?
Sure.
Next to the Talmud Esespheres. See, there's one that says Av to Beis. No, right. A little bit next book on the left. That one. I think that one without the back. Open it up. But you give it to me. Even I'll open it for you.
Which is this again?
This is the right one.
So this is what I didn't understand. What does it mean the shorshly of the sag is kel?
It is.
Kel is not. It's not
okay, I will do that in a minute. But yes, it is. No, it doesn't mean the shame kel. This is your. It means the yud and the aleph of sag. Sag has three yuds and an aleph. That's the kel.
So the three yudin and the aleph sag, it's the aleph lamed.
Kavanah close here. Sorry about that.
He doesn't explain anything here. He like expects you to know this. It's in Sharuch HaKodesh?
The Mishnah, yes, it is. The Mishnah Chassidim, again,
it's
that's
not
one
in
of the
Sharuch.
No, the one, I don't believe so. Not
why not?
You're asking me why not? Because the Kavana, most Kavanos end up being in Sharuch HaKodesh. The months in general are not. He has different things about months. No, the months in general are not so much discussed in the Kavanos. Again, what he's doing, because he's trying to say everything, so he has everything. So he adds the months as relevant. Beis, right? The Kavana Klalis of this month, which is called El, is Sag. So again, like I said, we have Kavana. The best way of doing Kavana is to also know the Avodah of the Kavana. For example, it says Hanoisem Bayam Derech. Right? Derech, and we'll see that in a minute. Right? Bayam is Gematria Behema, Malchus Behema. And Bayam, Derech is 2 times Baki. Baki B'tzo, Baki B'shov. The way to deal with your Nefesh Bahamas, Nachman says, is by having always this expertise. Baki B'alachav, going, no matter what, you're always with Hashem. When you're moving forward, you can move forward further. When you're having a hard time, hold on, Hashem's right there with you. There is nothing wrong with having this in mind. This is the Kabbalah, that's what he said. Someone actually said to him, why do you give us all this Kabbalah and Kabbalah stuff? Just tell us what to do. And he got very upset. You think I have no reason why you think that there's no point? You were so foolish. It's not a matter. It's important. I think in Sechus Kodesh. I don't remember if it's somewhere. Where is it from? For sure, Sechus Kodesh. Maybe it's, I don't remember where it's from.
No, I want to just ask a tangent. Something just.
You can ask quickly, but we don't have time.
In the Shulchan, somebody came to Rav and says, when I say Hashem's name, what should I have in mind? He says, Shikot is not enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have a question. He also said in another place. Don't be over on a single sif in Shulchan Aruch. No. And Shulchan Aruch says to have hoya b'yir.
Sort of.
And so how do you reconcile?
Because the Gra says no. He says better got.
Oh yeah,
the Gra's like you don't need no. He's like God.
So then the Gra's also not going like this.
He's not going like Shulchan Aruch. He's just explaining. He's there. He's not arguing exactly. He brings the sources that's the better way. The question is what's the better way of having your mind? Yeah. So again, it's not a kash. If you can have my gut with hoya b'yir, it's no problem. To ask a kasha what I have in mind, they're like, what are you brainless? What kind of question is that? You're talking to God. What do I have in mind? What do you mean? What kind of, it's silly. The question is, it means you're disconnected from what's happening. Like, dude, like, hello, wake up. You're with Hashem.
That's why I always get when people talk about this, I get like very weird. I'm like, what's this conversation even?
Exactly.
I don't understand.
Exactly. You're talking to Hashem. What do you mean? And he didn't mean to, so again, you could have Hayah V'yeh. It's up to you. It's your, yeah, okay, so that's, is this? Oh, that's the clock. Okay, we'll leave the clock, no problem. It'll be a little darker, so it's okay. Right, fine, very, very good. So it's Shem Sag. So Sag is you write out the Shem Hashem Havaya, Yud Vav Dag, Hey Yud, and then Vav Aleph Vav, and then Hey Yud. That's Sag. It comes out to 63. It's a shame that, of course, intimates tshuva. Deep tshuva. That's what the shame is about. Deep tshuva. It's called. Whatever it is. So the main thing is this tremendously deep, powerful tshuva.
Bina is tshuva.
Yeah, being exactly understanding one thing from the other that enables a person to come to this very, very great place of tshuva. And that's really what it comes down to. Tshuva means really getting it in your heart, like really getting it. And again, this is accessing a level that's higher than nature. Right? Because it's above nature tshuva. You change yourself. This I won't do anymore. What do you mean? You can't not do it. And Kol Chaim says, you don't do this bad action. The Torah says, you're going to die. You need this. You need this for life. This is your vitality. And the person has to say, no. A kli cheres, the tire of kli cheres is shviroso. Yeah. You break it. You die. He's like, fine, so then I'll die, but I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. This is not for me. This is not shaykh. I don't do this anymore. This is poison. I'm done. I don't care. My chiyas, manat chiyas, phone baloney. Find another way. And that's the first thing. So it's Sag. Now the shorish of Sag, sheshoshahu kel shel Ellul. Yeah. The shorish is kel of Ellul. Right? The kel of Ellul is again Yud Vav Daled. That's 1 Yud. So kel is Lamed 3 Yuds, and Aleph is the Aleph. So 1 Yud is Yud Vav Daled, and that's in all the shemus, the permutation of shemus of Absag Maben. And then you have another Yud.
Then you could do
Hey Yud. And then you have the last Hey Yud. It's 3 Yuds. That's 30. Plus Vav Aleph Vav. That Aleph is Lamed Aleph. That's the Lamed Aleph of El is the Shorish of the Shem Sag. That's the shorish, or what brings in the inyan of the Shem Sag.
What those letters?
Those letters, yeah, that's the shorish.
That's the shinoi between that, it's the Sag and all the other.
Yeah, actually, that's the shorish. It's brought down. That's the shorish. There are various reasons why. Let's leave it. It's really in. I think it's in it's also, but let's leave it. The kasa shabo, and it's kasa also. It's biskasa and kasa also. You write eke, which again is this idea of tshuva. The person wants to be, is preparing himself to be who he's supposed to be. Eke, I will be. I will. I'm not there yet, but I will. That's the same with tshuva. So you have the begin of kasa. Means you write eke, alpha and pay, and the three ways. Write the rest of it. Except the yud is going to be, of course, yud of daled. And the question is the hey. The hey could be hey yud and hey yud. The hey could be hey, and the hey could be hey aleph, right? Those are the two heys of eke, aleph, hey, and then yud, hey. Right? So aleph is always the same aleph and pay. Yud is always the same yud of daled. That's the third letter in the first letter. The second and fourth letter in kasa, it's hey yud. So that adds up all of that with hey yud.
Is it the highest permutation?
It's 161. That's correct, and that's the levush for chachma bina. And that's correct. Shaboy gimel yudin k'mispar halamed shel Ellul. The three yuds, which is the lamed of Ellul. For aleph shaboy ne'lemes b'vav shel Ellul. There's a concept that in aleph you have a line of vav, and from there spreads out the bechin of the aleph. So there's anywhere aleph is really a bechin of a vav. Right? That's what he's saying. So that's the vav of Ellul. So you have lamed vav. That's Ellul. That's really the shorish. It's the idea of the shorish of the aleph. You have to place the shorish of the aleph. Right? So that's the beginning of what's called Ellul. Okay, so when you take kasa and sag, you get derech, which is going to be 2 times baki. So again, these 2 times baki, which is derech in another minute, they're going to bring me to kasa and sag. The bekitzer, the inyan of deep teshuva. Teshuva means getting it together and learning how to be an expert in going and returning. When it's hard for you, you hold on with Hashem. When it's easy for you, you move forward. That's what it means. That's really what it comes down to. Right? That's how the Rebbe explains these kavanos. It shines in the yam, which is the shem ben, right? And again, ben, like Dari says, is gematria behema. You have to deal with your behamias. How? This haneisa b'yam derech.
No, yam is also 50.
Yes, of course.
50,
but it's biyam.
Bina.
Biyam. Yes, that's the shorish. But actually, yeah, it's biyam. Right? So the Rosh Yam derech, vayidei zeh, niftachim ayud gimel mekorish shel tikuni dikna da'atik. Iren michutz lemeichin da'avima, besod hekif v'zeh yichad mechol chodesh. Through this kavana, that biyam, you get a derech, you get an or, if you can meet us at the highest place. The highest tanun, the Ati is incredible tanun, it's quite a connection. As you were saying before, it's or if you can meet, it's the whole Ellul.
Derech me'irim bayam is what is it? Pasuk? What is this?
Yeah, there's a pasuk.
Where?
There's a pasuk.
Shaya.
That's what it says. Right. So. Yeah. So in Al-Matrufa, Rav Nassan actually writes that just the fact that a person's osik here, in these times, the fact that I'm osik in the inyan of Kavanos Ellul, which is taken a bris, which are tremendous sodos. And again, he's talking about a different kavanah that the Rebbe revealed. Tremendous sodos. So that in of itself